The way the matchup works is Gnar left alone 1v1. A lot of the situations, the Gnar will come out ahead. It would be Divine Sunder. He's going to be consistently pushing Burner's Flash in this one.
There's a Cocoon. He flashes away, but leaves the support out to dry, and Hung's dead. There you go. PTA first blood, and Kanavi strikes true. Well done. How Kanavi can snowball this lead and continue to add priorities. He's coming down to the bottom lane. Hold that thought, Mr. Chu, you smart man. As onto the backside, Boy takes a Dark Passage. One more Killer Instinct, or the second skin, rather. As Lumao's the target for Luyen. That sidestep, though, was super sweet. Thumbs in the air, Luyen flashes in the end. While meanwhile, Kanavi has someone in his web. He wants the angle onto Hung. He gets pulled into human form. Kanavi knows he's dead. And that was a messy...
Already used his W here, so they're going to have to back off and probably trade Heralds.
Okay, Herald for the Dragon, Infernal Soul.
It's a Mountain Drake. It doesn't really matter that much. I'd be happily willing to give it over and just find picks outside of the fight.
Teleport means no. Clement zooms level 11 into the World Ender, waiting for it onto Boy. He misses the first Q. Onto the third. He flashes in. Still hasn't ultied until now. Both the summoners are down. He pulls in with the Infernal Chains onto Hung. He's not doing too much damage, but with that dunk down and the snipe down, Loken carries the play. A teleport defensively because Boy's in a lot of trouble, and that'll pull JDG off.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I mentioned, is that you don't really have to contest for the Drake itself. The more important thing is actually trying to find the exit kills as people walk out of the river. It was a great ward placement from JDG. They find the perfect collapse, and Cube is now stuck in the... this is going to be a...
They're in some shit. Yeah, Clement, I agree. Into the wall, Boy's just going to go down, and Lumao picks up the kill. Cube into Meganar wants Kanavi. Is the repel available? Into the wall, says no until now. Drops on down. Chilling Smite there. Zoom over the wall as well. And Cube's going to get tagged for 1, 2. The Cocoon there enables the dunk down. And Cube's going to regret that. Ike's coming in, rather Luyen into the enemy jungle. Kanavi baits him in, flashes over the wall. And Rare Adam, what are you doing? The death sentence is no counter engage. And JDG suddenly up 3,000 gold.
With assassins like LeBlanc and with pick compositions like Zoe. So they are willing to play a patient game, and they understand when the picks will develop for themselves. So under that situation, they give up the entire river, they let Rare Adam walk over, they let them take the Drake, but on the way out, they have the perfect teleport to snipe out all of the kills, all of the picks, and they basically blow the game wide open because of it.
Trade's just hurting them so much in their favor. The explosive cast wasn't that great from Lumao. Sends Luyen to the middle of the lane.
When they were most successful with Teddy, a lot of times they were willing to give up the first 2 Drakes just to get extra.
They know the value of it as Loken's going into Boy, but oh my god. Here we go again. Boy, big Kai'Sa. Loken's up in about a second. See if JDG can delay for him to get on the map, but Rare Adam initiate the start.
Yeah, Loken probably didn't anticipate Boy to still have his flash in that one. It's going to have to be a steal if JD Gaming want it.
Scout of the week at the ready. Kanavi going in. Doesn't walk in for the steal, but it is a 2-man scout of the week. They get hit by 3 Shuriken. Shockwave only onto Luyen. Into the backline. Lumao gets tagged down heavily as well as Fofo. Damaging from the reroll. Zoom is trying to carry the fight. He's 1 versus 4. Killer Instinct at the ready is Luyen. Maybe just baiting in the Killer Instinct and the flash from Loken. They take out Zoom on the return trade. 4 for 1. That's so piece of company, you know? So I dig it, Clement, especially when JDG were up about 4,000 gold. That's shrunk quite a lot. There's a soul to play for and
throughout their blue ramp, pretty undisturbed right here, and they do have the front line in Cube where he's at a good Meganar meter.
Luyen just takes the Dark Passage, but only for the shield. Remember, this is Gore, Drinker, Pantheon with the Sterix Gauge. He's tanky enough, and he'll heal up after taking some damage. They don't have River priority, but JDG moving in first to try and establish it themselves. Cube about to go into Mega, as you pointed out, but the Moonlight Vigil with Gravitum.
What?
Luyen is ulting into the middle. Why? Is the trigger pulled too early? Shockwave burnt, Luyen flashing away. Clement, did you cast a curse them? I don't know, but Rare Adam now with a lot down. Still trying to move in. Salt on the horizon. Dragon resets.
So taking stock at the ultimates right here, the World's Enders.
Luyen walking in, he just steals it. Oh. How did they let him steal it? Body bop into the back line. Lumao gets shielded up. Luyen getting low and he'll drop down. Hung on a hair's breadth as well as Zoom takes the unleashed power. Rare Adam still trying to trade for the fight. The scout of the week hits 3 man.
Really far chunk down, and all the members are flooding in.
Clement, Boys walking in. Good zoning here from Yagal. Fofo on the back end. 2K going down fast. He wants to take it. The Syndra. Scout of the week doesn't secure it. It's Kanavi. The king of thieves, or the king of the Dragon, rather barren. Yagao takes down iBoy as well. Excuse me, as JDG still walking in for the fight. Predator propped by Le Yen. And Rare Atom on the retreat, but look at Zoom's pathing. He wants to flank forward with the Scatter the Weak, the Unleashed Power. Golden goes Kanavi with the Zonya's Hourglass. The Rare Atom still retreating, but with Baron buff now, JDG is somehow back in the game.
Sometimes I just hate being right. Did I?
The inner turret in the top side. If they can defend their base, it feels like Elder's still there as the Shockwave whiffs. And next wave coming in. This turret will definitely go down with the Baron buff, and now it's about what Zoom can exert through the mid lane. How much
Syndra and Aphelios are not very mobile champions. So if he could get a very good explosive cast, get someone out of position, they could all fly into that zone and use
like this.
Right here.
Lemon, you're a genius. This time you didn't curse it, you set it up. RA have just been exploded by one play off of Lumao. The fat man can dance.
This is what we've seen for JDG compositions multiple times. It used to be the Fiddlesticks Flash Terror combination, and now
Shockwave on top, the death sentence there, the box laid bare. Lo Yan's dead as Cube gets an unreal ultimate to defend the play, but JDG have done it. Elder's coming up next in 20 seconds.
Yeah, that was a beautiful bait coming in from JD Gaming. They use this narrow strip of land to make sure that Rare Atom can't have their front line in front of their back line. Lumao finds a perfect gap straight onto iBoy, and they're able to kill him up instantly with the Killer Instinct on the side of Loken. So that was really well played, and I knew that play was coming because we have seen this combination between Lumao and Imp, I believe, was who their AD carry was when they were playing Kaisa and Fiddlesticks, where the Fiddlesticks jumps in, flashes, terrifies, and Killer Instincts to follow up and just make
15. If Rare Atom lose another fight like this as Loken goes in onto iBoy, that's revenge served pretty damn hot from the Kaisa. The Elder Execute comes through with the Collector, and now Rare Atom don't have their star AD carry.
Kind of surprised that iBoy was willing to go that far without summoners into the mid lane. He gets punished for it heavily, and JD Gaming have a chance to actually just finish this one.
Going in straight forward into Lumao, the body slam negated here with the death sentence. He takes up the turret and dies, but Lo Yen will be the trade-off in front of the turret. They don't have a minion wave here as Cube sends Zoom back. Gore Drinker is showing League of Legends what it's made of, as Zoom took about 15 million turret shots, but it doesn't matter in the end. JDG with 4 will still at least try for this inhibitor, then back away.
It was very clean play right there. A little bit of a mishap from Lumao. He doesn't get his primary target, but he does burn all the flashes away, and that's what the pick comp is playing for anyway. The next time, they can do this all over again, and we've seen how the combo works. What Rare Atom need to do is that they need to make sure that they are in a deep formation, where iBoy cannot be touched by Lumao. If iBoy is sent forward, then there's a high chance they lose the game instantly.
Ward on the back of the pin! Scatter the Weak from Fofo! They didn't do their due diligence on
They should have the lead for such a long time now, but they're never able to get their team fights in the correct position that they want them to. And look at this again. They're so separated away from iBoy that they're just taking free damage on the front line.
You're about to go into Mega now. Zoom's found him first, so the explosive cast again sets up the Shockwave. Lumao may die, but it could have been successful for the play. Loken walks forward, one more auto necessary, and eventually he goes down into GA. Loken going forward. The Kaisers in LPL are so sexy. JDG right into the enemy base. This one's going to be a W.
And Rare Atom get picked off in the exact same position as before. They walk through the choke and give Lumao perfect separation on the team fight. Their front line goes down, their back line can't escape anymore, and JD Gaming, despite all their mishaps, are going to take down Game 1 in JD Gaming fashion.
In JD Gaming fashion, well said, Mr. Chu. A Game 1 that will not easily be forgotten.
I feel like first, and JD Gaming, like we were mentioning, a lot of times they do like giving this last pick to Lumao. We talked about this in the first game. He is the heart of the team.
With Ione and Lucidity boots picked up, that 20% ability haste is... Here we go again. Hung with the facebreaker, dodged away from Loken, and this might actually turn against them. The Justice Punch with the Winds of War. Hung's already used the Haymaker, and it's first blood over to Vayne.
That was a massive misplay, and there might be more pain coming in for iBoy as he's getting flanked.
iBoy has flash and cleanse. Is he going to use it? Waits for the spear. Hasn't burned it yet. The Winds of War and the Condemn. Kanavi picks up the kill, and JDG right off the bat with the 1k gold lead. It's a shy, the funniest James Bond I've ever seen. Shield Durant again, hung, Justice Punch condemned into the wall. Bit of anti-synergy, but still, in comes Kanavi, picks up the kills. So a kill's a kill at the end of the day, and with the push in here, this is just going to be low.
But Lillian is going to get spotted out.
Ragnarok is available, holds it onto it for now, waiting for the trouble bubble to come through, but instead aimed at Fofo. The burst there, Yagao knows it's blocked as Fofo takes another hit. Lumao flashes in forward, Shield of Duran onto 2. Hung goes in, sends him back to the back line. Call the Forge God lines them true as well. And for JDG in this choke, they're getting beaten pretty hard until Zoom comes in. Yagao flashes forward with the trouble bubble. The Bellows Breath mistimed. Meanwhile, Lumao sacrifices his life, but so does Cube. Solar Lane is left alive, and for Rare Adam,
play on Hong to sort of balance that one out.
They got the Dragon as we come back to live. 2,500 gold in their lead.
Rare Adam having the numbers.
Yes, right. Zoom coming in, dodges away. Scout of the Week, not sure if it was used there, looked away as World Ender there sets up the Lumao. And Fofo getting dunked down. Aatrox Kingdom, baby. Zoom finds kills number 1. Hung just wants to get out of there. And now all front to back as Loken has found the play. His auto attacks to the dismay of Rare Adam. This game is over after 4 kills in the basket.
And they don't even pick up the Herald, chased away from the fight. This is the JD Gaming type of team fight that we've been talking about. Just the understanding that, hey, we might not get the objective, but we can cut off all your retreats. Really good pathing from Kanavi. Actually forces Fofo to walk towards the Aatrox, where she is simply no match for that champion with Gore Drinker. They make great use of their first item, Mythic Power Spike, and they're pretty much just dunking down. Now they know they have a 5v4 in this situation. Yagao can also poke over the wall.
Yep.
He's going to find some damage on Lillian, but I don't think this one is actually going to amount to much. JD Gaming should just look for the side lanes.
Bubble used, waiting. Redemption's going to heal him up. Cube walked forward thinking he could Bellows Breath it. Now Call the Forge God lines down. A 3-man knockup. Zoom heals up though with Gore Drinker. This item is silly. Yagao, another trouble bubble. Hung's over the wall. Shield of Duran. Good night, Fofo. And good night, Hung. This is like a children's TV show. We're all going to bed. And Yagao is so hard to hit. We've got a locket picked up by Lumao as well to amplify that. A lot of healing
for JD Gaming. You know, Ornn is going to have the inside track here, but I doubt he's going to be able to make it towards River with Zoom there in position. And JD Gaming are turning.
Well, gets pulled back in with Infernal Chains. Double TP Fofo on the left side of our screen, folks. But Cube's not taking it up, especially against a Vayne. Another great reason why this Kraken Slayer was such a great choice. As Yagao moving forward, a 4 versus 5 now, as Zoom has the World Ender available, still hasn't used it. He doesn't care until now. Jumping in the back lane, he flashes in on top of Fofo, gets dunked down. In front of the turrets, Gore Drinkers the heal back up to full health, still lives, gets the Sterix Gauge Shield after taking up 17 million turret shots, lives on. Yagao's in the base, and Rare Adam are just praying for it to be over.
Oh, that build is just ridiculous. Did they really nerf Gore Drinker? I know there's a current PBE bug where Gore Drinker heals you up to 80% missing HP, and regardless, I feel like that's always been the case.
Reversing a Vayne. And Lumao walking in, Justice Punch, Shield of Duran.
Oh,
Thank you for the red buff. Thanks for the leash. Loken gonna get knocked up here in the end, but iBoy ulting in even then. They find Loken. That's a great pick, but remember, Kanavi and Zoom still exist. Yagao flies in from the sun. And boy, is it red hot of a play. Lumao jumps in on top of the blast cone. He's going to follow suit. And the Pantheon flies in from the sky. Kanavi doesn't need help because he has a Gore Drinker. Zoom's going to tank this one up as Yagao shortly behind him on the heels. Knock up number 1 onto Cube. He runs away with the Searing Charge and the Infernal Chains on it. And JDG still, you don't get to go in the adult pool until you control yourself. So Rare Adam is going to take a while. JDG just kind of... Well, starting up the Baron, JDG, we go a step further. I just want to see Zoom with the Ravenous Hydra to see how much more healing it adds. As Liam may be caught out, Ragnarok immediately used. Yagal's here as well. They load some damage down, and Zoom's now walking into the choke, even onto Cube. He doesn't feel like a tank anymore. As he's dunked up, Zoom still not ulting. Trouble Bubble flies through the sky and into the back line. Sets up for the Lumao ulti. Kanavi has just enabled this game to end even quicker. Loken getting the kill, doing so much more damage as well. And JDG now have free access into Rare Adam's base.
All right, Fofo, this is all about you now. It's the Fofo against the world concert.
And it's
that
over.
ended pretty quickly.
Yeah, people didn't get their money's worth. There's a 2-0 in the cards for sure, and Hung just trying to delay for time. Loken, he's at a very decent game. He'll get dunked down. He'll tank up. Hung gets the Pog play of the game, and that's about it. Because now for JDG, it's on to the Nexus turrets. A quick night, Mr. Chu. A quick series from JDG. And showing that this team still means business, however much they clean up their play.
I absolutely love the adaptations that JD Gaming made this series. They pivoted away from a lot of their mistakes, and they were willing to...